Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Growing Orchids in Jamaica. If you are new to my channel, or if you have been visiting and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so you will see how I grow orchids in Jamaica. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Today, I will be introducing you to some of my Cattleya orchids. And so, if you want to see just how I grow my Cattleya orchids, just stay tuned. Right. I have a few of the Cattleya guatemalensis orchids, and I am going to introduce you to them today. Well, the Cattleya guatemalensis is actually a cross between the Cattleya orientiaca and the Cattleya skinneri. This plant, if you notice, it's actually a very big plant, and I have blooms on it at different stages. I literally have on this plant 6 spikes. What it does, it grows from an elongated pseudobulb, and this elongated pseudobulb has 2 leaves to the end of it, if you notice here. And then in between the leaves, it will send out a sheet, and that sheet, if you notice here, will then blooms. It blooms late winter to early spring, and this is when it actually puts on its beautiful show. So when it sends out this sheet, it stays there and it gets dry, and you may think that nothing is going to happen, and voila, this time of the year it actually produces sometime between 4 to 6, sometimes 8 buds, and put on this splendid show. This one has spikes on it at different stages. Now, this one has been open for some time, and I will go around the plant and you will see, but the shadow is kind of giving me a little challenge here, and so I have to be mindful of how I actually film this. Now just let me turn the plant around so you can see the spikes or the blooms at different stages. So this is one other stage. You would have realized that these has just started opening, and this is another stage. The medium for this plant, I actually have it in a hanging basket, and I have it hanging from my almond tree. No, it is in charcoal. Most of my orchids are in charcoal mixed with river stones, and sometimes I put a little bark in it, and this seemed to do well in that medium. I water it at least twice per week, and I fertilize at least once per week. So this is one of my Cattleya guatemalensis. I actually got a division of this one from a friend a few years ago, and believe me, every year it puts on a splendid show, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. If you notice, it's actually a very big plant, and it is just doing its thing. It is indeed a very healthy plant, and you'll never regret having one of this in your garden, because even though it blooms once per year, but you can rest assured that you will be getting some blooms from this plant. It doesn't require any special kind of treatment or care. All right, so this is another one that grows from long pseudobulb, and then it sends out its sheet and blooms. Now this one is the L. Colombiana crossed with the BLC Fuchsia Orange Nugget Robert. It's really a beautiful one. It doesn't have on a lot of spike this year or a lot of blooms, but nevertheless, this is what is going on with it. And my lighting is not the best, so I'm hoping that you're actually getting the benefit of this. Right. Here again, I have at different stages. So this one has on 3 buds growing and soon to be opened. And there, this one is fully opened. Let me give you a close-up of what this looks like. It has a tinge of yellow in the lip. I'm hoping you're really seeing the beauty of this plant because of the direction of the sun. I am having a little challenge in terms of shooting this video. Right, and the medium for this one is similar to the other one. It's also has some bark in the bottom, and then I'll put the charcoal and the river stones on the top, and it seemed to love this. I actually have it hanging under the almond tree. It seemed to love being hung under the almond tree. So the next one that I will be introducing you to is my Rechara Francis Fox. Now, I purchased this one in October of last year. You would have seen it in my haul. And look what is happening. It is putting on a splendid show. Just look at it. Look at this, how awesome it is. So it has on 2 spikes, and they are both at different stages. And each spike, well, this one has on 2 buds, but this one has 4, and it is putting on such a splendid show. And guess what? It smells really awesome. It smells very fruity and really smells awesome. It's indeed a beautiful one, and one that every orchid grower wants in their collection. So this is my Rechara Francis Fox, and it's blooming for me for the first time, and I am also enjoying it. Now the medium I planted it in is actually the Orchid Special Mix bark, and it seemed to love it. It is actually doing quite well. It has rooted quite nicely to the extent where within months I actually get it to bloom. And that's my Rechara, and I am so excited about it. So this is another one, and this little area I have set up quite recently where I am now hanging some of my plants under a 50% shade mesh. Now right here I have this Gorianthe Orientiaca vase pot. There it is. Right. Now it too has on spikes at, or has on blooms at different stages. It was very windy, so I lost some of my blooms because of the wind, but nevertheless, you know, they are resilient. And I do have some sheets here, as I mentioned earlier, and these sheets are actually filling up. So pretty soon I'm going to be getting some more blooms right here. And this is another one that will send out the sheet, and the sheath will be there for however long, and then it develops the buds in the center of the sheet at this time of the year and sends it out. So this is another star plant. It's a bright orange with spots. I really love this one. And that's what I will introduce you today in my garden. And as always, my medium in these, and I specifically have them in hanging baskets. I literally like to have them hanging because once they're hanging and you water them, then they dries out pretty easily. And I find that they do pretty well in that environment. They actually get the morning sun and they literally love the condition that they are in. And so if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up so you never miss another video. Please subscribe to my channel. And as we say in Jamaica, just follow back at me. This is the Orchid Duck, and I am growing orchids in Manchester, Jamaica.